Welcome back to training number 5 on the Youth Service website. During this training, we will be working with the Groups and Activities tab, the third tab down on the right-hand side. You will see at the top of this page we have View Activities, View Groups, View Events, View by Date, and Add Activities. Now it's really important that you work within your region or your area as a director to have your sites come up at the start of the year with what activities you want to put in here. Most things that you do within your after-school programming will fit into certain categories. And to keep it more streamlined, to keep it easier for the APR reports, it's easier to categorize the things in smaller categories. Now, what we've done in our region is we've taken exactly what is on the APR report, and that is what we used as our activities. So we have academic enrichment, cultural activities / social studies, fine arts, health / nutrition / recreation, homework, math, reading and literacy, science, snack, technology, and AM programming. Now, as you will see, AM programming is not on here, and I did that so I could show you how to add the activity. So at the top, you will see on the very right-hand side, there's a tab that says Add Activity. We are going to click on that, and we are going to add AM programming. And then we are going to click on the Save and Proceed button. I should mention before that underneath you will see is the activity type a 21st century activity, and yes, in all of our schools the AM programming is. If it wasn't, you would categorize it as non-21st. And in all of our schools it is a group activity, so we also click on group activity. So I will save and proceed, and then I'm going to click back on the top right hand corner where it says activity list, so I can show you that it is now on our list. It is the second one down. It does it in alphabetical order, so you will see that AM programming is now on there. Now, once we have all of the categories of activities that you want in your program, we have to enter some information. So we're going to start with academic enrichment, and we're going to click on it. Now you will see that the first thing we have to fill out is the category, and if you go to the right hand side you can click on the edit button. And as we had before, these two things were filled out. It's a 21st century activity, and we do it as a group activity within our schools, and it fits into the category of academic enrichment learning program, so we would click on that. There are a lot of other ones there. You can only select one in this category, so select the one that is most fitting. Now, the next tab you'll see is student populations targeted. In our program, we're really targeting all after-school students. Now, it might depend on what the activity is, if that's a little different, but for academic enrichment, we're targeting all our students. So we're going to click on Other, and we always fill in this part as all 21st CCLC students. Okay, now the next portion where it says subject area is extremely important, because what we found out over the years is that if you are clicking all of those boxes, yep, academic enrichment fits into you. Reading, math, science, arts and music, technology, it fits into all those, so we click them all. Well, then what happened is when we did our APR report, we found out that we weren't meeting our 65% core activities, which are reading, math, and science, because we were watering it down by clicking all these different activities, when really most of the stuff we do in academic enrichment is exactly that. It's reading, math, and science. So now we've learned that we click just those boxes, and then we don't fall into that problem of are we actually meeting 65% because we're watering our information down. So once you have this portion filled out, you go back to the top and you save and proceed. Now, we have those first three categories filled out. We have category, student population we filled out, subject area we filled out. Now the schedule we have to fill out, so we're going to push on the edit button, And we are going to, for our schools, we always add multiple dates. It's much easier to add the entire year and then delete the few days that we're not in school versus trying to add single dates throughout the entire year. So we click on multiple dates, and our programming starts the 1st of September. So we are going to put that in there, and we end May 25th, 2012. Now, during those times, we have academic enrichment every day from 3:30 to 4:30. Now, for time's sake on this training, I'm not able to fill these all completely out, but you just go from 3:30 to 4. And we always do all our time slots within half-hour increments. On the APR, it looks for half-hour increments, so there's no reason to do the 15-minute increments on here because you won't be able to fill it out that way on the APR report. So just do it in half-hour increments. It makes it easier all the way around if you do it that way. Now, like I said, for time constraints on this training, I am just going to do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to show you how to do this. So I filled it out from 3:30 to 4 every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are going to have academic enrichment. So now I'm going to push the button on the bottom that says add multiple dates, and all the Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays throughout our time frame are going to show up. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my activities list and click on academic enrichment to fill out the rest of it. Okay, so we have staff, and we're going to click on the edit button, and we are going to put our staff in. So I am going to select Russell Black. He is our lead staff person for academic enrichment, so I'm going to assign him. Now he also has some support staff with him. He has Bill Harmon who helps him, and so I'm going to assign that staff as well. Now, you will see down here you can update or you can remove. If you accidentally put the wrong person in, don't fret. You can remove them and then start over and add the correct people. So I'm going to return and see that I have my staff filled out now. Now, do we have any partners for academic enrichment? I'm going to select the edit button, and yes, we actually have the 4-H come in. And they are a service provider. They don't provide any funding or money for it. They just provide a service where they come and do activities with the students, so I will put them as a service provider, and then I am going to assign the partner. Okay, and once again, if you have to update or remove it, those tabs are down there. Then I return. The location, we'll just have it in the library. So we're going to click on library. That's our location. And then if there's any service description, if there's anything that you'd like to include in the description that, you know, what 4-H usually does when they come, or what activities fall into academic enrichment, you could put that information in here as well as in the description box. And we are going to return. So as you will see, we filled out the whole entire category for academic enrichment. Now we're going to go back to the activity list, so I can show you that for each of the categories now, you will have to do the same thing. You will click on, you will pull up the general information, and you will have to fill in each part of the information for that particular activity. Now this concludes the portion of the training for the activities. When you come back, we will talk about some more tabs within the groups and activities.